Thank you so much for continuing to listen to Steph Infection. If you like me so much, please come see me on my Filth Queen tour that's happening all over the goddamn States and Canada right now. My big Toronto show at the Danforth Music Hall on December 14th is 11 tickets away from being sold out. That's a 1,200-seat theater, motherfuckers. Get those tickets now. New Year's, I'll be in Chicago at Zanies, the 27th to the 31st. Then the new year, we got some big old new dates for January 4th to 6th. I'll be at the Milwaukee Improv. The 12th to 14th, I'll be at the Pittsburgh Improv. I'm getting out of breath right now. The 25th to the 27th of January, I'll be in Tacoma at the Tacoma Comedy Club. And then I'll do a couple February dates here. I'll be in Oklahoma City, February 8th to 10th at the Bricktown Comedy Club. Then the 15th to 17th, I'll be in Grand Rapids, Michigan. You guys keep asking about Grand Rapids. Come see me at Dr. Grins. And then the last weekend of February 22nd to 24th, I will be in Rochester, New York at Comedy at the Carlson. So that's good for now. And then, I'll do one more. March 7th to 9th. March 7th is my birthday. I'll be in New Jersey at the Stress Factory. So please come out to any of these shows. Check out my link in my bio. Keep following me on Instagram. Please follow me on YouTube to follow along all these episodes. And rate and help me subscribe so I can get into the top 200. Okay, bye. And it's my new best friend, and then he doesn't realize it's Gareth Reynolds is on. Goddamn, how are you?
Hi, Steph.
We just met.
Yes.
Recently.
Yeah, like
in Pittsburgh
6 weeks ago or something.
Yes,
yeah.
for the first time.
Yep.
I saw you one time out here. We walked by.
Yeah.
I've heard of you.
You remember that? I said likewise.
I remember that. Do you remember that?
I do. I didn't know we talked about that. I thought
creepy.
we were like extras in each other's films.
Yeah. We just a little glance by a little grace.
Yep. A meet cute.
A meet cute. It was a meet cute, and then I went like this.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah.
You're like, oh, you went late in the pod, you fucking bitch.
Yeah, you're late. Bill Burr loves you. Huh? That must be nice. Yeah.
That was exactly it, and then we left. And then Pittsburgh.
Yes.
Because it's like sometimes you meet comics and you're like, oh, whatever.
Yep.
Like you don't
Most
really.
times.
Majority, to be honest. Most people I meet, I'm like, A, I don't find them funny, and B, I'm not gonna give a fuck.
Like, oh, that was cool.
Yeah, that was fine.
Yeah.
But we met. We did Doug loves movies.
Yep.
And then
we had a show. But then we just hung out a bunch.
And then, I really tried to force you to hang out at night, and I'm very upset that you wouldn't.
It is the closest you can get to going out without going out is where I was. It was really like
I'm a bad influence.
It was all I wanted to do. But I was in the middle of like a tour. Like like I was right in the middle of just like one-nighters for like 2 weeks.
And you were driving.
And I just know that when I go on those, if I party one night, it just fucking, you feel it for the next 10 days. It's not like a hangover. It's like the next 10 days you're like,
and you're sick.
Like I travel with chloroseptic. Like it is all hands on deck to get me through like a 2-week run of shows now.
And I was so up your ass. I'm like,
not only you,
met.
everyone was, but you were really the one where I was like, I do want to hang out.
Because I was like, I just want to get drunk.
I wanted
That's
to
how you
get
really
drunk too.
Because we were hanging out with Billy Gardell.
Yep.
From Mike and Molly.
Yep.
Who agreed to do this podcast. Very.
Wow.
Turns out here's the thing, when you ask people for shit, they just say yes.
I have not found that.
Really?
Yeah, that has not been found by me.
What are you asking? Are you asking?
I'm like the same thing you are. And people are going like, eh.
Are they?
Yeah, there's a lot of runaround.
Let's see the text.
I can't bring it up now.
Let me see the text.
But no, I didn't do a follow through with Billy Gardell. But
I did.
That night of the show, I remember when I was in when I would do theater in high school, and you remember when you come out for like curtain call, and you'd be like, I got a little more applause than everyone else. You know where I'm going. When they brought, because you murdered.
That was very fun.
And when you were brought out, it was you, me, Kinane, Bronger, Billy Gardell, Bill Crawford. Yeah. And very clearly, Steph won the evening. It was like the best character in the play, and we were all going, and I kept saying to you, I'm like, was it me or was that louder than mine?
You were.
It seemed like it was like, it got, oddly, there were more screams. I'm not sure what happened.
You did say it right to my face.
Yes, repeatedly. Yes.
It's like, okay.
Because you fucking murdered.
Well, I was also the only fucking woman on the show. There's a lot of gals in the crowd.
Stop it.
I don't know.
Stop it.
And I also
don't explain this away.
Well, I don't take.
There were a lot of men
well.
in the crowd too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also scream to people. Also, when you're in theaters like that, I scream. And also, I was very high energy. When you come out at a theater like that, when you're like bouncing off.
You're
the fucking
good at
walls,
comedy, I think, is what it was.
It could be that.
Yeah, I think that's probably the things you're saying are the elements that make for a good comedian.
Yeah. Okay.
I was talking to the crowd. I was loud. I was engaging them. I was getting laughs. You know, I had a bunch of cheats up my sleeve.
Yeah.
I was murdering at the art.
But you killed at the movie Doug thing. Movie thing.
Yeah.
You won.
Yeah.
You're very funny. Very good riffs. I was eating shit up there.
Yeah, well,
I was
I
cheating.
don't know about you. Weren't eating shit,
cheating.
but it turns out you've seen like 5 movies.
I've seen 5 whole movies my whole life. I've seen literally.
And they're all Adam Sandler movies.
And then I realized once we had to play the last round where you list off movies that he's done, I didn't know any of them.
But that was stressful. I was stressed. Any competitive thing, it was stressful.
I just played a Family Feud show at the Legion Theater. So fun.
Oh, I've heard about that.
It's a fun show.
I love the Family
Oh my god,
Feud.
it's simply Family Feud. Yeah. But then when we won both rounds, we get to the one-on-one, your mind blanks.
I think I met the guy who runs that show, and I did the thing where I was like, man, I'd love to do that. And this is a good example. Never heard. Nobody.
Okay, I'll do it again and I'll get you on my team.
I bet you it doesn't work.
I'll get you on the team.
Great.
That's it. I get to pick my team. I get to pick my team.
That's
I can
great.
get you on there easily.
I'm really good at home.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you?
Yes.
It's the head-to-head. I'm bad.
It's hard. But at home, I'm very good.
And then you leave because I said, one of the questions was, would you put quarters in? And I'm so fucking stupid. I'm like, wallet. And it's like, obviously not. What would you have said?
Parking meter.
That was like one of the lowest ones.
Yeah. Parking meter?
Yes. It was
washing machine?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I know. I know. But then you think, do you watch Family Feud a lot?
On the road, yeah.
Okay.
On the road, the laundry. The
laundry.
I travel with quarters in my backpack.
Do you?
Yeah, because you need that day when you can do laundry on like a 2-week run it's the little things.
You live on the road.
It's bad.
Your tour schedule is psychotic.
Right now it's psychotic. Yeah.
Like where are you going? You're going to Ireland, England, fucking.
I go to England in like 10 days. GarethReynolds.com if you're in the UK, because I'll tell you some of those shows.
I'll post about it. I have 2 fans in UK.
That would be great. I'm looking to get it. It's all hands on deck now.
I literally have 2 friends. I'll get them to come to the show.
Great. But yeah, I go to England, then I do a dollop tour, which is one of my podcasts, and then come back and then go to Australia.
Fuck, how long? Excuse me,
Is that another comedian?
It's a booker. It is a booker, actually. God damn it!
I don't get those calls. That's not me. I'm not like, let me put this booker on hold.
No.
That's not me.
He's a buddy too. It's not.
I'm at Yuckle's Chuckle Factory. It's like, so thank you so much for having me, man.
Yuckle's Chuckles in Wyoming.
And when I was at Fort Collins, your headshot up on the wall.
They just put that up.
Still, that's rite of passage.
It's the only club that my headshot's on the wall. You saw the one.
Things are happening.
Yeah. That's such a fun club. Don't you love Fort Collins? Great club. God damn it. David is running unbelievable.
Is running and is the best.
He's so nice and not a pervert.
Not a pervert.
Loves his wife, loves his children.
Yes. I tried to be real pervy with him and he was like, no, dude. He's like, relax.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, we should put stuff in their drinks. He was like, dude. I was like, you're not like a regular manager. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. I filmed one night of my shows there, like just doing crowd work. And man, what an imposition! And he could not have given a shit or been nicer.
Oh yeah, and you probably got so many fucking good clips out of that because they love to chat there and they're weirdos.
It looked like I had plants.
Yeah.
There were like there was stuff
that good?
Like the one of the shows. The first thing I just saw Cowboy Hat like silhouetted. And I was like, what's up with the cowboy hat? And it was like this fucking gay cowboy who had an OnlyFans. And he's like, yeah, I spread it. I was like, this is just,
my God.
It was like 15 minutes. I was like, this is not,
He spreads it like on a charcuterie board.
Yeah.
Nice
He shows the Roni.
Shows the Roni.
Yeah.
Just gets full ass?
Yeah.
People like it open. People love looking inside there.
Not me.
I'm not looking in.
I'm an outside guy. I like the outside. I don't need to know what's cooking on the inside.
No. These gaping videos come up.
Oh, come on.
What am I?
Show me when it's cooked.
Yeah.
I don't need to see the whole behind this. I don't need to see the seasoning and
when it's raw, I don't need the raw chicken.
Good Lord, don't you tartar me.
What are we doing in there?
It's not good.
It's not good.
Look.
It can't be good for the body. The air going in there like that? That can't be good. That's what I'm worried about. The air going in there. Air, it shouldn't be in there.
Close that window.
Literally, the air out here.
In there. Yeah.
This air, the smoky, the fire air in there.
No,
we can't have that.
No, it's not good. Once things start changing color.
No,
come on. I don't think we're supposed to see that. That's backstage.
No.
I don't need to see the green room.
No. It's more like a red room.
It is the red room. I don't need to see it.
I don't need to see it. It's terrifying. It's mucky.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
No, not for me. Thank you.
Closed.
No. Anything that looks like the inside of a mouth.
No. Have you ever seen those doctor things where the dentist thing?
Yes.
Why?
No, I don't know.
Why do they film that and put that up anywhere? Nobody needs to see the inside of an esophagus.
David actually loves that. That's his kink. That's his fetish. He loves that.
David's
real
He's
perv.
real perv for an esophagus.
Yes. Loves it.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's too much. Keep it closed. I like it with the lights off. I don't need to see anything.
Lights off, great.
Keep it dim, keep it dark.
Well, I think you work most of your life being good with the lights off. I mean, that's kind of the thing. So that it's like, it's good. It's like, I can assemble with the lights off. I know the bumps and the contours. I can get where I need to go.
I know what's going on.
We don't need to know everything.
Day sex. I can't be doing day sex anymore. I'm so self-conscious. I'm sucking in. I can see every ingrown hair on both of us. I'm like, we can't be.
Lighting is key. Lighting is like even night sex. It's like bathroom light on.
Oh yeah,
that's the right amount.
And this creak in the door, just that one little slit of light.
Just give me that. Give me there's a movie on. That's what I want. I want movie light.
I always put like a lamp on, and then I throw like a dark t-shirt over top.
Yes.
That normal lighting, it's a bulb in my eyeballs.
Or even just the TV home screen on. That's a pretty good.
Nice. That's a good illuminating.
That's the right amount.
Candle's nice.
Candle maybe, yeah.
Candle, yeah.
Depends.
But sometimes I don't want it to be haunting.
It's a haunting thing.
I'm like fucking the ghoul.
Yeah.
Am I the ghoul? Is he the ghoul?
I knew it was you. And they're like, that's my neck. And you're like, oh, sorry, that was an unveiling. You did it.
It is spooky season. We're getting into it. Do you dress up for Halloween?
No.
Never?
No, I used to dress up like things for kids' birthday parties when I first moved to LA for like 5 or 6 years, and I think that completely killed any fun I would ever have for putting on a costume. Yeah, it was one of those.
What did you wear?
Everything.
Give us some juice here.
I did a lot of spread.
Lot of spread, a lot of cowboy spread.
SpiderMan spread, SpreaderMan.
SpreaderMan.
Yeah. Not helpful in a pinch. I did like
SpreaderMan.
SpreaderMan. What are you doing, SpreaderMan? Yeah, that'll show him. SpreaderMan. No.
The fucking web coming out of your ass.
Jesus, SpreaderMan. What? Open the bathroom door. Turn the lights off.
It's a kid's bar mitzvah. What the hell?
I thought this was where he was. I've been drinking a little bit.
It's okay. You full Spider-Man.
Yeah. Batman.
Okay.
You fucking name it. Winnie the Pooh.
Oh my
Transformers.
God. Were these clean outfits? Or were they yours, or were they used? Like, were the company used them?
They were washed.
Okay, they were washed.
I went to a guy. It's so traditionally like when you first moved to Hollywood stuff, but I went to a guy's house and he would wash them and then he would just give them to me and then I would pay him a cut of what I made. He would book everything. That booker, I would answer the call.
Okay.
Those were big gigs. Big gigs.
Yeah, what do those gigs pay?
Well, by the end I was making $65 for an hour party, which is great. Okay. But it's like, you really only work Saturday and Sunday, and you'd be driving around the city.
Oh, so you pop in to a party,
so you'd have to drive, it'd be like, you'd be driving like from Reseda to like, Calabasas, and then like to Studio City. And
here.
I think if it was long enough, you'd maybe get like $10.
Okay. Okay.
But it was crazy. But I think that like
your dick off in those Winnie the Pooh outfits. Holy shit.
There were like a few times where I legit thought I was gonna die.
Oh my God, getting mangled by the children.
Yeah.
Did you ever get hit on by like some moms at the?
Yeah, that even happened too.
Yeah.
Even when I was just like fully masked.
SpreaderMan really.
SpreaderMan was there.
Yeah, SpreaderMan.
She was like, actually, never mind. I was like, what? You don't like it?
You hired this.
You wanted this. Check out backstage.
Yeah. Oh, you got right. You got right in there. That's so fucked up.
Yeah, it was weird. But I think that killed any... What about you? You a Halloweener?
I am a Halloweener. I get really into it. Last year I didn't because I was dating a pig who didn't want to dress up.
He was a pig year-round.
He was a full trough whore. Well, he's sucking the trough right now, that fucking blob. I love
How long were you together?
7 months, and I hate him so much, and I know he probably still stalks me, so I need to make it very clear how much I hate him.
Sure.
This year, though, I think I want to dress up like the penguin from Danny DeVito because everyone keeps saying I look like that online. So I'm like, fuck it. If I'm gonna come right at the trolls, and I'll just fucking I'll troll them.
Pretty good.
I'll troll them hard.
Pretty good.
I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I don't need any prosthetics. Just
So
put a ball
you're
cap
a
on.
comment reader? You're reading a lot of the comments?
Oh, I read the comments.
Yeah, that's a bad
Are
thing.
you?
No.
But your comments, there's no way. Like, you're a good-looking guy. You're not getting
They're
this
awful.
red-headed prick.
They're awful.
Yours are.
Yes.
I guarantee you, they're not that bad. There's
Awful.
No, well, saying what?
Oh, fucking A. I mean, tons.
Give me one.
Fat Aaron Paul.
You're not even fat.
Bargain bin Edward Norton.
Okay, that one's funny.
Dahmer comes up a lot.
You look anything like Dahmer.
I mean, he's not a terrible looking guy.
He's honestly not bad looking. But
He wasn't. He really.
honestly.
He liked backstage.
Oh, he liked the spread.
He liked the inside.
He liked more than the spread.
Yeah,
he liked inside
he
out.
liked the brain.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He lived backstage.
Tons. I mean, I did Bert's cooking show when it was on here, when it was all things comedy, and man, assaultive. I actually tried to avoid that one because I was like, because first of all we got hammered, but I was also like I was talking a lot, and someone like sent me a screenshot of like, man, they're murdering you, and I was like, why would you
send
drop
this?
that off?
Why would you send this?
Yeah, and it was just like, this guy's like, if cocaine, like if annoying did cocaine. It was bad.
Okay, those are also okay. They're bad.
Unfunny. Yeah, you get all of it.
Yeah. I mean, everyone gets them. But I'm like, I want to come full.
Not Matt Rife, your buddy.
My buddy Matt Rife, my good friend.
Shout out.
I doubt he has any bad comments. Well, I mean, not about his appearance.
Right.
About other things.
His
maybe.
appearances.
Appearances. Yeah.
Yes.
Matt Rife, do you want to do my podcast?
We're both available.
If he does. Speaking of Batman, I did a set the other day at the store. And I walked in and I saw a guy wearing a Batman hood, and I was like, what? Like full ears, and I was like, and I'm a creep. I like before I go on because I do crowd work. I like to take a little assess. I assess from the back for a bit. I peek.
Oh, nice.
So I go on. I right away. I'm like Batman, and everyone turns full cape, full Batman hat.
Oh wow.
And I'm talking older than us.
Wow.
And I was like, what the hell? What's going on here? I'm like, what's this? Batman over here. I'm like, do you wear this every day? Like, he's like, yeah, because I am Batman. And right away I was like, ooh.
Yeah, tough.
Ooh, Batman's mentally unwell.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I was like, I'm already too far in. I'm too far gone. And then I lost the crowd. They were like, no.
Really?
Well, they were like,
You kept digging?
Oh, I kept going.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. You can't come to a fucking show dressed like Batman and
You're
me not
doing
fucking
it again.
discuss it.
You're doing it again. You're losing me. I'm with this guy.
Everybody else was. And I felt bad.
No,
but
that's bad.
It was
I've had
bad.
those.
Oh, I was like, fuck. But I was like, what? You can't come to a show dressed as Batman. And
No.
like, somebody asks you what this is and then be like,
no.
But then it's actually.
Well, it's also your scouting report. You're like, this is what I came. Oh, God damn it. Now you're winning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Batman always wins. That's what you
It turns
gotta
out
learn.
Batman always wins. I kind
always
of got him back at the end because, of course, I didn't drop it, but I probably should have.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
I had a show once where the guy in the front row hated me, just wouldn't laugh and hated me. And I completely tanked the show trying to win him over. And it just ruined everything.
Why don't those people leave? This happened in Spokane. When I was in Spokane, there's one guy sitting to the side. We always find the guy that doesn't like us,
Yep.
and we're like, why?
We have issues. That's why we're doing
yes,
this. Yeah.
and I'm like, well, I can tell you don't like this. I'm like, it's 10 minutes in. I'm like, it's not gonna get any better than this. He goes, and I go, look, if you leave now, I'm like, honest to God, it'll make me feel better because
Yeah.
I'm like, you're making me super uncomfortable. I'm like, I hate you.
Yeah.
To me, I really don't like you at all.
And when you do that, what I did it with my guy was I was like, if you laughed anything, and then that made the show about him.
Yeah.
And then so someone was like, he laughed. And I was like, this is not his night, goddammit.
No,
So
no.
everyone was like, he
And they're
chuckled at
watching
that.
him now more than
Yeah,
you.
everyone's watching him,
Yeah.
and then I'm aware of him.
Yeah.
And then I'm just talking about like like peeling back the curtain backstage, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, I'm like, this is going badly. Like
Yes.
you just are having an hour on stage where you're like, I am slowly melting.
And then you ruin it for everyone.
Yes.
Like everybody else fucking paid tickets
There
to
was
see you.
one person who liked the show, and it was him because it was all about how he beat me
Yeah.
at stand-up.
Yeah. It's fucking stupid why we do that.
It is. It's hard though.
It's so hard not to. And
It's-
I always find the person, even if they're like
have
in the
to.
back corner,
Yes.
I'm like, third row in, cross-eyed, you hate me. I'm like,
clocking
why?
them. Yes.
It's so
you're
fucking
aware.
stupid.
I know, it is.
Also, just leave. If
Leave.
you really don't like it, just fucking
Well,
go.
our lesson is don't fucking bother with them. And sometimes those are the people who after the show will come up and be like, that was amazing. And you're like, you fucking you ruined it for me.
You ruined it.
You hated
didn't
it.
fucking laugh once.
Well, tell your body.
Yeah, you
That
fucking
this was
asshole.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that happens. But a lot of times too, that how do you sell merch after your shows?
I do.
Yeah, you know how it is. Like the awkwardness of when you're up there for an hour, fucking giving it everything,
And then
they just
standing
and then
there?
they just walk. Yeah, and then they'll just be like, "How are you?"
And
you're
then
like,
it's so. And
I
then,
told you about my dick.
yeah, and I'm like a mentally ill patient on
Yes.
stage. You've seen it.
Yes.
And then after I get so nervous, I'm like, hello, hi. Like I'm a totally different. Everyone's
Yeah.
like, are you okay? I'm like, I get weird. I make my openers now sell the merch because I can't.
Oh, you do.
It's
What are you
so-
selling?
T-shirts and sweaters and
okay.
shit. But I was like, and some vinyls. But I'm like, do you sell yourself?
Yeah.
Asking people to like scan the Venmo. I did it once, and someone was like, "Are you doing this yourself?"
I know.
And I was like,
I've had that.
It's so I feel so pathetic.
How about this? I've had no line and sitting there, and then someone comes over and is like, "Oh, who would have thought more people would have come up to you?" And you're like, "Yeah, no."
Yes, that's why I'm sitting here.
You know,
fuckface.
that's a comment I get.
God.
This is like you're gonna be like, this is a little ego-y, but man, you like this one I get. I always think you should be more famous. I'm like, yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I'm trying.
I'm trying.
What
I
am
agree
doing
with
here?
you. I'm throwing everything. I'm kitchen sinking it.
Yeah, literally everything's in there. I'm fucking mucking it around.
I'm trying.
Yeah, we were both. I would say we're both trying very hard. We got
Yeah.
the pods.
Yeah.
We were touring.
Yeah.
We got the clips.
Yeah.
What else?
Well, you're winning.
I'm not winning. I'm over here begging Netflix to give me a fucking special. I'm dying over here.
I can't even get the porch to beg upon. I'm not even begging. At least you're in the realm of like, hey, you hear me?
My plan now, and my buddy Alex Pavone got this in my head. He's like, you need to be the female Burr. You need to get to that point where you can give your friends this platform. I'll get
All right,
get on my board.
outsider, you're gonna get there.
I mean, I'd love to.
Yeah.
I want to give my friend. I want to help my friends out. I want to be Adam Sandler. I want
Not
to put
even
my friends
that
in the
part.
movies.
You're gonna get. You're getting there. You're going.
We're trying.
You're going.
I don't know what to tell you. I got
going.
some big collabs coming up.
You do?
Oh, I've been.
That's what you need.
I'm DMing insane people to collab with me.
That's good.
Oh yeah, Big Bill. This wrestler just said yes to me. I don't know what the hell we're gonna do. The Blue Man Group.
What?
I'm
Are you
collabing with the
networking in the right way? You're two name drops in, and
Yeah.
one of them's Blue Man Group.
Oh yeah, we got.
You
the
know,
Blue
I'm
Man
actually
Group.
linking up with the River Dancers.
Hey, I should actually.
Actually got an interesting product we're doing.
Did you ever dance as a kid?
Did I do River Dance?
Yeah, you're.
no.
I don't know. Okay.
I look like I definitely was
that's why I was
raised
like-
by River Dancers.
Yeah, I was like, nothing.
No, nothing.
Okay.
No. I mean, honestly, it's an offensive question that I've.
Is
really,
it?
No.
that throws you over the edge. You're like, wow.
Well, like as a white man, it's tough to find the things where I could try to cancel others.
Yeah. And that
So
would
if
be the
you
one.
ask, was I raised by River Dancers? I feel like I got an angle on you.
I can't believe I haven't been canceled yet.
No, yeah, you're good.
I'm getting close.
You're too funny. You're
No, you can still get canceled and be funny.
I don't
like
know.
Chris D'Elia.
Now that
That even made me laugh.
that is a funny comedian. He's worth it.
Yeah. Real.
He's,
Throw up.
if we're gonna put up with someone's stuff, it's worth
It's
it.
going to be the funniest comedian on the planet.
Come on. Every special starts out with how he looks like a bird.
I've actually never watched.
Listen to the room right now. I mean,
Eruption.
that's just me recounting. I networked. I started a podcast with a guy who's way more famous than me.
Did you?
With Jake Johnson.
Okay.
From New Girl, and we just
I
started
love the
a
way
podcast.
I have no idea who this person is.
You don't know who Jake Johnson?
I don't. I never watched New Girl. I don't like. What's her name?
Don't do it.
Zoe.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I find it annoying.
Well, listen. This is
I
not
found that
good.
character annoying. I'm sorry.
This is not good.
Maybe as a person she's great, but I found that show annoying.
She's a great person.
Are you trying to fuck Zoe right now?
I'm trying to fuck anything.
Anything here? I got back
anything.
door. I can
Yes.
put some
I'm trying to
putty in
show you
here.
backstage.
I'll show you backstage.
All right.
I'll put a bunch of sand in there and some pubes.
We'll be right back.
What is happening? Backstage Zoe. Okay, so Jake
what are you
Johnson.
going to do with Blue Man Group?
Well, here's the thing. I'll pull the veil off here. One of my buddies is a Blue Man,
Okay.
so that's my end.
So what are you going to do?
We're figuring it out because obviously they don't want to do anything
Yeah.
like my comedy.
Yeah.
It's not what they do.
Right.
Just me going, and all of us, just all of us.
Yeah, and then I shoot a bunch of marshmallows out after I blew the guy.
Hey,
I blew
I go, all three of them, and then I have blue on my lips.
They're like, no,
They're like,
no,
we can't. That would be so.
We are
funny,
at
though.
Disney. We can't.
I just start barfing glue. Okay.
Yeah,
Out of my mouth and butt. Oh, okay. There's no way in hell. They're not going to use that. I don't know. We're trying to collab on some fucking family friendly. I can do family friendly.
Sure.
Have you seen my Betty Barnlips character? That's family
when
friendly.
I first saw your stand-up, I thought she could do this without talking and marshmallows.
Put her in blue.
Put her in blue. Give her
I don't
a
need
handful
to
of
talk.
marshmallows.
It's all act outs anyways. Have you ever watched me on mute?
I don't remember any of your jokes. I just remember movements.
You should.
Big movements.
They're not good. They're not memorable.
Stop it.
Oh my God. Okay, let's get into your body shit.
Okay.
Okay, you got stuff? You
Sure.
got issues?
What do you want? You want me or you want others?
I want you first.
Okay, my stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do we got here?
Well, I don't have that much, but I did. Have you ever had an STD?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Have you talked about that on
Yeah,
here?
I've
You
had
have
HPV.
to.
I had HPV
Okay.
pretty bad.
So I had. What does that mean? I know
Yeah,
what that
no,
is.
I had quickly I had a wart, and then instead of getting it burned off, I took this crazy cream, and then I had like this insane reaction where I had like 3rd-degree burns on my pussy. Then I got cancer. It was a whole thing. Yeah.
This is very similar to what I was going to tell you.
Oh, is it?
Well, I got this. So I had a thing where I was like, "What the fuck is it?" Like right on like my
pube area.
Yeah, well, like more stomach. But that's why it was weird.
Yeah, because it's not on the dick.
Yeah, and it was just like real like red, and I'm like a redhead, so we're
just
a
like a rashy.
We're
kind
a
of
rashy
thing?
folk,
Okay.
so sometimes cortisone's always on the utility belt, and you get it. Yeah, exactly. Cortisone. People are like, what? You're like, just trust me. Put a little cortisone. Anytime my friend's like, I have dry skin here. I'm like, do a little cortisone. Do it 2 times a day for about 4 days. If that doesn't work, call me. We can go with something harsher.
Yeah.
You might need to go athlete's foot. That's just a little. And so I was like, whatever. But then it just like started spreading. And I just like first girlfriend I ever had. This was in college, and so we were like fucking, and I was like, it can't be STD because it's here.
Yeah.
And then it was this fucking thing called molluscum. It's called
molluscum.
Yeah, which I'd never heard.
This is new.
Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And I went to a dermo. This is in college too, so like I had to take a train to a dermo. So it was like a
big deal.
Big day in town and stuff. And I walked in and I was just like, on the train, just like, can you help me? It hurts.
Cortisone isn't working.
Yeah, rubbing up against the pole, like, that's good. Like a bear. And then I go there and she's like, oh yeah, it's molluscum. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? And she gives me a cream, which was used, she said was used for like...
skin cancer?
Well, like warts and stuff.
Okay.
And she was like, she gave it to me and she was like, you're going to think you're allergic to this. She was like, well, you're going to believe that you are having an allergic reaction when you use this cream. And so she just like, it was fucking expensive, even with health insurance. It was fucking expensive. And then you put it on there, and then sure enough, it just scabs out.
Like
and I was like embarrassed,
like...
so I didn't tell anyone. My girlfriend was like 100% that I cheated on her.
And she had nothing wrong?
No, she got like tested for it.
Okay.
But the derma was like, you can get this from like anything. She's like, it's sometimes an STD. She's like, but you can also get it from like, people get it like from public restrooms, which changed my relationship with public restrooms. Because by the way, that's my fault for going stomach down on the toilet.
I was gonna say
I should have just.
You put your penis right in the bowl, right?
Yes.
And you pee directly into the water.
Pee into the hole, and that's how I go too. I just.
Yeah, you put your butt in the water. It's better.
No, front in the water. Yeah,
front in the water.
Yeah,
front in the back. Okay, yeah.
The back. I like to look back and think it looks like a tail, like I'm like a werewolf. Sorry, everybody. Sorry if someone's.
Yeah, like that's the worst thing that
I was gonna say.
On this podcast. Yeah.
We're here to hang out.
You're good.
That's called backstage, ladies and gentlemen. And
the back door is wide open.
Wide open, and so it was like it was like fucking crazy. And then sure enough, I called her. I'm like, hey, I'm allergic to this cream. And she's like, that's what I said you'd say. And then it just slowly like peels off over, but it was like 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Yeah.
So no sex for 6 weeks.
No, I think I had sex.
Yeah,
I think we were being like, I'd be like, avoid the pubis.
Yeah.
I'd be like, here. It was like how the Amish procreate. I was like, put the shawl on. There you are. Allow me to enter. That's you, right? Front or back hole? Thank God. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, and we're good. Yeah. All right, that's a wrap, everybody.
Good night. Good night.
Let's get a clean sheet in.
Yeah.
No, go for getting 10.
So it peels off, goes away. That's
Peels
it.
off, goes away. Yeah,
You never got it again.
Never got it again.
And that's the only STD you've ever gotten.
That's
And technically not even one.
I told you, and I won't even fucking get into this shit, but when I had the stalker situation, which I was telling you about in Pittsburgh, when I found out that she was, because I did obviously, like most people, you should sleep with your stalkers. It's recommended. I found out like once I was trying to like gravitate away, I was like, and once I started like getting more details and found out she had an escort profile, and that made me a little nervous. When I mentioned that on something else, people are like, "You're shaming sex workers." No, I'm just like,
no, you're shaming your stalkers.
You think you're like, you're like the, I just was like, there's clearly a lot of people involved in this production.
Yes,
that's all it was.
Yes.
Not saying like it's filthy work or not work or whatever.
No, it's saying you're exposed to more.
Yes, I was exposed to more, so I went and got a full fucking spectrum STD test, and that was, and I was shocked that it came back clean.
Yeah,
shocked.
Yeah. Don't you love that? Sometimes I have a night with an absolute blob, and the next day I'm like, I should get checked, and then I wait the 2 weeks, and I'm like, really?
Yeah.
You don't say. Nothing.
That to me was one of those, like, as a non-religious person, when you throw out a prayer every now and then, that was one where I was going like, look, if you just let me get through this, it will be wrap-up time. I will always, it'll be saran wrap only. That'll be the policy.
And then...
Are you religious?
No.
Oh, okay.
Do I look religious? No, they're swords.
Yeah.
I know they look like crosses,
swords,
but they're swords. Yeah.
Oh, so you're...
No, so I'm a
royal.
murderer.
Yeah,
I kill. I killed the Lord. No, that's...
You're a smiter.
Can I say something horrendous?
Yeah.
I'd like to remind people this, speaking of, because it was on the pubis. Right now, HPV and herpes they have re-transformed, whatever the term is.
Mutated.
So many times. You can get it from the entire boxer shorts area. So so if you're a girl on top of you, riding you in like underwear, and you're like boxers right up, or you're not wearing anything, and just even like the skin up there rubs, you can still transmit.
Wait, explain that to me again.
Okay, so say you're wearing like
boxers during
boxer briefs,
which first of all just wouldn't happen.
Well, no, but like say like boxer briefs, and you're like not even fucking somebody. You're just like,
oh, you're just a grind out.
Yeah, you're grinding.
Right.
It's like grind out. Someone's wearing a thong, grinding on top of you, and it kind of rides up a bit, but they're like, puss is still covered, your dick's still covered. That entire area of skin,
jumping.
Yeah, it can get completely transformed.
It's like bed bugs now.
It is like bed bugs. It's like fleas.
By the way, I'm past the grinding age, so.
I like a good grind every now and then.
No, stop it.
Sometimes.
Really?
Before, but not just grinding. No, it goes to fucking.
Before, yeah.
Oh, what am I, sick? Oh, yeah.
I
just grind and go home?
Yeah.
Or make him come
Have a good night, muchacho.
No.
That was the weirdest thing that ever happened.
Grinding into
Let me get my grind shorts on.
Yeah.
There we are.
They're all ribbed?
Yeah.
They got a nice
Don't mind the stains. I grind wash on Sundays.
It's nice to have a nice little, the chorus, it's a nice little feeling.
Yeah.
I like a grind working into it.
So that is fucking crazy.
It's crazy.
See, I'm older than you. I feel like I'm
that much older than me.
I am. I feel like I'm lucky to have I feel like how, I feel like the good guy running away from an explosion. I feel like everything, I'm like, just beating a lot of this shit. Just barely.
Just barely, yeah.
I'm like if this was like around when 10 years ago, I would be like, I'd be Herpman.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd be at kids' birthday parties like,
itching and you're winning the poo costume.
Little cortisone, boys. Do a little cortisone. Toss a little cortisone on that, would you, everybody?
That's what you're giving the kids?
Yeah. Hey, buddy. Happy birthday, Joey. What is this? Cortisone 45.
I thought you weren't supposed to talk. Hey, shut up and rub some cream on you.
Shut the fuck up and put the cortisone on. Christ, give me my $65.
You need to get a cortisone fucking sponsorship after all this.
I would love it. If they're out there,
The Dollop. The new podcast with Jack Johnson. What's
Jake
his name?
Johnson. Jack Johnson's a musician.
I don't.
It's called Here to Help, so that would actually work. So I could
Look, you're here to help.
I'm courting cortisone. So if
Are
you're
you
out
good
there,
at helping people?
No. That's why this podcast is interesting.
Is he good at it?
No.
Okay.
No. Both very not good and
Okay. Just you like.
But we like tossing out ideas.
Okay.
That's what we've always been good at
see.
is like
All right.
options.
Okay.
Could do this, could do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes people take our suggestions and they'll come back and they'll go, yeah, that was not good. And we're like, well, we said
Yeah,
that
we're not professionals.
we're just
here.
idiots.
I want to start a dating. I'm very good at setting people up.
Are you?
I am. I've set up 2 successful couples.
Now that's also a good podcast.
Yes, one married with a kid.
What the
other
fuck?
one engaged.
How did you?
Yes. Well, the first one's my best friend from high school and then a comedian in Toronto.
Still, that's pretty
And
good.
I say that I did it even though it's just a party, but I was like, you guys.
Whatever.
And then my best friend Alex and my manager Olivia,
Wow.
I fully hooked them up.
Pretty fucking
I know, and yeah, they're going strong.
Do you think you could take from obscurity and do that?
I think I could.
You do?
I think I would need to know. I would do deep diving background on people.
Yeah,
but
that's what you gotta
I
do.
also hooked up another friend of mine and this other guy in Vegas. It was working, but it was too long distance. But I'm very good at finding people who.
That's a skill.
I can't do it with myself. I'm dying over here.
Listen.
I'm fucking woo boy, getting stood up left, right, and center.
No.
Dallas, if you're listening, you can suck my whole ass.
Wow.
Oh, can I read this to you?
Yeah.
Let me read this to you. Let me read this to you right now.
let's go.
I want a man's opinion.
All right, I'll call one if you need it.
I'm gonna say it. So this fucker, Dallas. Maybe I should say
name
his
is
full name.
Dallas.
I don't know if I say. Guess what? This guy DMs me on Instagram.
Oh
okay?
shit! This
DMs
is already
me.
fucked up.
Says he's a fan. Says I'm very attractive. Been following me for a long time. Yet we'll have to leave out his name. Maybe I don't give a fuck. So we make a plan. A lot of texting.
Where does he live?
Lot of texting. Laguna Beach. Lot of texting back and forth.
How
Asking
long is
a
this
lot.
going on, this
was
texting?
going on. We started around. I think it was like last Sunday. We text for like 5 days straight, nonstop. Okay.
To me, this was going to be like 3 months. You're like, we're talking
No.
5 days, buddy.
Okay, but
5 days.
But this is what I'm saying. Okay,
Remember
this
August 23rd? Then to now, almost.
okay, shut up.
All right.
He asked me on a date. He's like, "What's the best date?" I had Monday off. Last Monday.
Pack the grind shorts.
I got my grind shorts ready to go. I got my labia ready.
Yep.
I massaged her. She's ready to go. That's
smart.
what you do. You
Yes,
massage her.
absolutely. I'm familiar.
I got the
pamphlet.
roller on there.
Yeah. It's cracking. That's nice.
Yeah,
That's
nice.
good.
Oh,
There it is.
I just roll on a
Yeah,
fucking tennis
yeah.
ball. My dog's like, "What are you doing?" Okay, so we got Monday. He's like, "Okay, we'll meet up." He's like, I'm like, "I have something around. I'm free around 5."
Are you going to Laguna Beach?
He's coming here.
Okay, good.
I'm not going nowhere for nobody.
Smart.
Suck
Smart
my
sounds-
whole dark, deep ass. I'm not going anywhere. So I'll come Monday. Okay, great. So we're talking Thursday, blah, blah. We've already made plans. He's like, "I'll come on Monday. I'll come around 5. We'll figure out what to do." I'm like, "Great." That's Thursday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I don't hear a peep. Okay? Sunday, I send the eyeballs.
Oof.
I send the eyeball emoji. Just being like, "Hello."
What was the text you sent before the eyeball emoji?
He asked me.
did.
He asked me about a show I did at the Comedy Store or something.
Okay.
And then I just said, "Oh yeah, blah blah." I had shows
Okay,
there.
okay.
So then I hear nothing. So Sunday at noon, eyeballs, being like, "Is it still on?" Like I have one night a week off. I'm not wasting it around whatever.
Eyeball says it all.
Monday, 6 p.m. Monday, I hate you. Monday, 6 p.m.
I'm with you.
Good afternoon
He did?
/ early evening, Stephanie.
Oh boy.
I
Could have been
need.
sent by Raven.
Oh, get ready for this. I need to apologize being MIA and for the lack of communication. I had taken my car into the shop on Friday to get some work done and accidentally dropped my phone in the endless valley between the seat and the center console.
This is ridiculous.
Oh. So the good news is I have both my phone and my car back, but I feel terrible for leaving you hanging. I know it's last minute and it would be later than we had intended, but if there's a chance you'd still want to hang out tonight, let me know and I'll start heading your way. Hope you had a great weekend. That's the biggest lie you've ever heard in your entire life, correct? No. You believe it?
I don't know.
Aaron?
It was nice.
I'm gonna meet you in the middle.
Okay.
I don't fully. Is he saying that his phone was in the car all weekend?
He's saying a 27-year-old man.
I don't believe that. I don't believe
That's
that.
what I'm saying.
I don't believe that. But it doesn't end with he wants to know if you want to meet up still. So that's a weird hybrid, because I don't believe that anybody would be like, well, that's my phone for the weekend.
There's no
like,
fucking
I just don't
way.
believe that.
There's no fucking way.
And when he's saying the deep recesses, it's like, yeah, no, we all know it's annoying to get something out of there when you drive. Then you're parked, and then you open the back door, and you put your head down, and you grab the fucking thing. So I think that's bullshit.
Because this is the thing. You both are in committed relationships, even for years. The single scene.
We're out there.
We're out there.
We're molluscuming. We got grind shorts.
Fucking hell. And I get the problem is I don't trust anybody.
The flaky.
I don't trust any man anymore. My ex ruined my life. I do not trust a single fucking thing any man says.
That's where we need you. I think that's bullshit.
This is bullshit.
I would be curious though to know if there could be a hangout after and just see.
I immediately wrote it off. I have been stood up so many times. I've been lied to so many times.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't have.
It's a bad start because I don't believe that part.
Yes.
So it's a bad start.
And that's why I'm like, if he could have just been like, listen.
I got cold feet. I'm like a fan of yours, and I'm gonna fucking meet you.
Yes.
That's kind of overwhelming.
Something like that. Anything. I at this point, honesty is the only thing. And I'm like, there's no way that's real.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. If I lose my phone for 4 minutes, I'm on the phone with Apple being like, send me a new one now. Like,
Imagine.
I'm like, what are you, insane?
Imagine if you didn't have a car and a phone for a weekend.
A weekend.
It would be like what someone was like in 1970.
Yeah.
How does he get his car back without them having someone to call?
Well, Aaron,
Well, see,
look
there we
who's
go.
coming to our party.
Yeah, see, there we go. I never thought of that. Okay, see, I needed to air this out. We'll block
It's
out his name,
strange.
but yeah. I said his name, yeah. I said it 5 times. Yeah,
What
yeah.
is it, just in case? Just to make sure we got it.
Yeah. It's It's his name. Yeah. So
Not Austin. All right, let's keep moving.
But I'm okay. I needed to hear a man's opinion on this because
I think that is not true.
No, I think it's not true.
But I'd also be curious what a hangout is like. But I think it's bullshit. So
I think it's all
depends.
bullshit. It's honestly, dating's a nightmare, and I'm done with it.
Well, what do you see?
I got some new vibrators. That's my life.
So do I, sister.
I'm just gonna fucking blast my clit to high heavens.
It's
Ta-ta, see you
cortisone
later.
time. You know what I'm saying?
Give me extra cortisone.
Oh,
my
God.
clit's
Come to
pretty
my
shaved.
car. It's got the cortisone label over it. I get $45
Yeah,
a month
instead of
for
those
that.
like hot dog weenie cars, yours is just a cortisone
yeah, it's
tube.
cortisone. I'm like, anyone need a little? By the way, hot dog with some cortisone in the summer.
Oh, really? Right down the
relish.
gullet. I'll right down the gullet.
Little relish. That's how I like
You
them.
relish boy?
I'm a cortisone relish boy.
It's like a tartar sauce.
It's like tartar sauce for your skin, which
Yeah,
we've
yeah.
all wanted to feel that. Megan, it seems like you're turned off, which I'm not understanding.
Yeah.
I think going into your DMs not going into your DMs, but that is already such an imbalanced situation. You're in the position, though. I find myself in this position where it's like, okay, so it's hard to not take advantage of the fact that you have an elevated profile, and so that's probably going to bring you a better that gives you like a better choice physically, maybe even mentally, like that.
Yes.
You have this option now. But when you take it, you're starting from this kind of weird footing that like is like that, where that guy's like a fan of yours and then comes off it's weird, but it's like,
Yes.
wouldn't you rather just date a normie who has no fucking clue what you do? But do you even have time for that? And isn't that too weird?
This is how
Isn't that
I
too
look
hard?
at it. I look at it as if this guy has been following me online and he can watch my fucking gargoyle insane clips where I'm like, and I'm fucking psychotic and still finds me attractive.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's something with that.
Yes.
If you can still see that and be still attracted to me and still find me very funny, like that whole thing. 'Cause it's like normal people don't. If I go with a guy and he watches a clip of mine, half the time they're like, that's what you do. Like, it's too much.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm a huge personality, so I need a guy who can find every part of me normal. Normal, that's not gonna happen.
I think this is my prediction. I have 2 predictions.
Let's
for
hear
you.
it.
One, keep fucking. It's Netflix gonna be like, Steph, you're gonna be like, suck my dick. That's gonna happen.
Okay.
Okay. The other is at some point that you'll get that like version of that person. It's just really fucking annoying. It's hard.
really annoying. And so isn't it hard dating on the road? Like, what the hell?
impossible.
Like, how are we doing here?
It's impossible.
I'm having fun on the road.
I have fun on the road
Sometimes
for sure.
Some
But
dipping around.
you cannot have, without a lot of work and a person who's super understanding.
Yeah.
Because I also think people, when they think about like, like they think of you and I or whatever. They think like you're on stage, everyone's waiting to fuck you. They don't think of you sitting there with like a bunch of pins of your cat and someone like, hey, I thought there'd be a line. Like they think like it's so vastly different than you like going to a hotel being like, you don't have any Pringles?
Yeah.
Like there are two versions of it. There is the one where like, yeah, there are like perks that are like the night in Pittsburgh. Had I gone out, that would have been a fucking great night.
We had some fun. Me, Matt, and Kyle. We were out till pretty late, got pretty drunk.
Yeah, see, and I would have been paying the fuck. So there's those.
Yeah.
But then there's also the ones where you're just like, I guess I'll have a Mountain Dew since you don't have orange juice at the hotel or whatever. You know.
I'm like also trying to find like somebody in, not a comedian. Well, like I would date a comic, but I'm like somebody in this business.
You
to
would
be
date
like,
a comic?
I would.
I wouldn't. No way.
No way.
Nope.
I would because
I did.
You know,
I tried mini versions of it a couple times, and it was right away. I was like, I can't do this.
It would have to be
I
somebody
can't
on
be
your
asked
level.
about the act and like collaborate. That's not.
No.
Yeah. That's
No,
what you're
no,
gonna be
you
dealing
need
with.
you need somebody on your when I dated comics, it was not like that at all. You need somebody on your level that you know the ins and outs, touring, like.
No, I wouldn't.
You surprised I would? Yeah. I also, my thing is I like funny guys and I like fucking riffing, so it's very hard to find like normal people. There are funny guys, but it's hard to have that like I like the riff.
Yeah.
I like the laughs.
That's
I like
out
laughing
there.
in bed. I like I'm looking. I'm fucking searching.
I have a premise about losing my phone in between my car seat and the console for 3 days.
For 3 fucking days. I hate this man. Okay.
Good afternoon, early evening. I hope this text finds you well.
Stephanie, full name.
Stephanie.
No one calls me Stephanie. So creepy. Okay, wait. Let's get back to the body shit, for God's sakes.
Worst story you've ever heard. What's the worst thing you've ever heard? Oh yeah.
Okay, what's the worst body thing you've ever heard? Because
Well, I'll give you 2. Well, first of all, where you grew, did you have this? Because I feel like most, at least boys growing up, had this about the guy who climbed a fence and his nuts ripped open.
I think I heard, yes.
We had that. We had that with 2 people.
I think it's real though.
I don't think it's real.
You don't think it is?
I think that's an urban legend. Yeah.
Full nuts open.
That someone was climbing a fence and that their nuts ripped open and a ball dropped out. It was always a
Ball
ball dropped out. Yeah, a ball dropped
Oh, I
out.
didn't hear that part of it.
Yeah, and then
But
the
on
older I
ground?
got, the more I was like, I think they're still kind of attached.
I
don't think
they're.
I don't think it's like a marble sack. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. We had that. That was always an urban
And the
one.
guy just picks it up, and runs home with it.
Hey, someone give me some pie. Yeah.
with
Whoa.
that-
Yeah, it's like when you're at a company picnic doing the egg on a spoon.
that guy picture.
Whoa! Hey! Get out of here.
I feel slippy too. You know those things where you hold the water thing and it's like a little dick? I feel like you know exactly what I'm talking about. That's what I feel
but
like
I
the
don't
ball
know.
is like.
And this is why we'd be good at like charades together, because what you just said, most people are like, what is she? I know exactly what
you
you're
know
talking
exactly
about. The
the
little
water
noodle
thing.
guy.
Yeah. Where are those? I'm gonna get one of those again. I love that. I had one as a kid. I just
That
fucking
guy
sat there.
probably
That's
was
why I'm
telling
jerking off.
That guy was probably telling his friends what he was gonna do, and they were like, "Buddy, listen, go to school, get a G's." Like, no, I'm
He's
gonna
like, but
put
you put your
water
finger
in
in
a
it.
little
You
thing, and then you
finger
can
in it.
finger it, and then it's hard to
Yeah.
grab.
Oh, guys must
I'll
have
set it
fucked
at liquor
that.
stores. Yeah, early fleshlights.
Yeah. It
That's
is.
early.
That was the first.
That's
the
caveman
fleshlight people
fleshlights. That's what we're.
I wonder what a caveman fleshlight was though.
Oh,
Just
man.
like digging a hole.
It was a
digging hole
woman's
in the
mouth.
mud.
They would just fucking hit it, and they'd be like, "That's good. This is kid mine.
This good.
This good.
This feel good.
She dead.
She dead.
Yeah. I need to replace. It's dry now. It dried up. Yeah. So got that one
God, so
right.
that's
That was
right.
like
Yeah.
neighborhood.
I guarantee that's happened to somebody though.
Oh yeah.
With an offense.
Oh yeah.
That's gotta be real.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
A couple nuts are gonna drop out over time. There's too many fences.
There's a
You
lot
gotta
of
sneak into
fences.
so many
A lot
places.
of fences, a lot of nuts.
A lot of fences, a lot of nuts, a lot of jorts.
Yeah,
And,
too many jorts.
Too many jorts.
Yeah, a lot of
I
jorts.
actually got molluscum from a fence. And
I hate that name.
it's the worst.
It's such a disgusting
It's
name.
like you should see it at like an oyster bar and be like,
Molluscum.
I'll have the molluscum. That was a lovely shellfish.
fresh molluscum
Yeah, fresh
here today.
We'll do
Yeah.
12 molluscums and then 2 more martinis. Is you good with that? Yeah. I don't know who named it. It sounds like it
disgusting.
belongs in the sea.
It does sound like something that peels off though. You're mollusking it off. It's so fucking gross.
It did peel off.
It did mollusk
It
off,
was
okay.
like a decal.
Do you have a different like? Is your skin the same color underneath? Or does it get lighter?
No, I think it's the same.
Okay.
I guess I haven't really looked. That's one of those areas. Hey, show mama.
Show me the top of your dick.
Show-
I don't want to see the head.
Give me the
just
pubis. I want the pubis.
That's why I have a real kink for pubises.
I'm a big pubis guy.
I'm a big pubis.
No, not the giant. The pubis. That's right.
What's that for?
That's right.
That's
I'll
your
have the
pubis?
molluscum.
That's your molluscum.
I'll have the
Pubis
molluscum
voice.
and a pubis pink in the middle. Thank you. Don't overcook it.
And then you're just holding the flashlight thing. Just, like,
I got the
shaking
little
it the whole
noodle
time.
guy. There we go. Sir, we're here to help you. I don't need help.
I don't care.
I'm gonna have some
I want
molluscum.
those. Should we get those?
I'll have molluscum on the pubis like oysters on the half shell. I need some molluscum on the pubis.
Oh my God. Okay, what's the other one?
The other one is I was like, my whole family's English, so I spent all my time in England as a kid. And we used to get into fucking fights. Like, my cousins and his friends, they were just like, the fights were nuts. It was different. And one night we were fighting. And
Oh, why? Like just stupid shit?
well, okay, what happened was bar time in England used to be 11. So like pubs would close at 11, which was insane. So at like
Well, you're
10,
starting at fucking noon, aren't you over there?
yeah, but even then, it's like
Yeah.
to tell people like at 10:30, like you have a half hour to get as drunk as you want for the. So people would go up there and be like, "Can I get 4 pints, 4 shots?" And so people would get fucking loaded. And then that 11 p.m. exit was like all of a sudden the liquor was kind of hitting everybody. And one of the guys I was with took a pint glass that he stole from the pub, and to four or five dudes walking in front of us, he threw it, and it just smashed in front of them. And we were all like, oh, act of war, no. And then so we all went to this little bus depot and started like kind of mixing it up. And one of my buddies,
fighting.
yeah, and one of my buddies gave me his teeth, his fake teeth. He goes, oh, my teeth, and which is very English. And so whatever, it was like, it wasn't great because obviously we're fighting. But then one of my buddies just comes out and he's been fucking stabbed like right in his abdomen. And
Pubis, almost.
near the molluscum. I finally got to see backstage, and it's just oozing blood, and he's like, this is so long ago, I forget which war it was. It was either, I forget. It was definitely like, I think it was when we liberated the Iraqi people. So it was when we saved Iraq because of 9/11, which they did. And so he was about to like ship off to like Iraq in like 3 or 4 days or something.
Oh my God.
And he was just gushing blood. So an ambulance came. They said he was like 30 seconds away from dying. And then I went and visited him in the hospital. And he was like, he was hooked up to so much shit. And he showed my cousin and I passed out. And so I woke up in the hospital, like on a couch, like, huh? And they were like, yeah, so listen, you're like a huge pussy. This guy almost died. He's awake and it's on him, and you're like not okay.
Yeah.
And then I got the molluscum treated. But so that was like the gnarliest fucking thing I did. And it was dressed and everything, but it was
So
just
what
like,
did you? Okay, first of all, when he got stabbed, was anybody else helping hold the thing down, or was he just like?
He was holding it, and then once he was down, we were all like,
okay, putting pressure on stuff. Okay.
Yeah, we triaged.
Why did he go full white when he was like losing blood? Oh yeah.
So did I.
Yeah.
I was really like the one who everyone was like, buddy, you didn't get stabbed.
Yeah, what the fuck's
I was
wrong
like,
with you?
oh my God.
And you had your friend's teeth on for no reason?
Yeah. Hey, I've got a new impression, everyone. Hey, hold my teeth. Who am I? I'm him.
So what did you see that was so fucking like?
Just a fucking deep, like a wound where you can see too far into it.
Why was it open? What do you mean? Was it clear?
Oh, that
dressing?
was when he got it.
Oh, okay.
Like when he got
okay.
it, I was like, I could see. No, when it was just, there was like a lot of stitches, and it was just like the amount of blood around it, you could just tell it was I don't know. It was not justified to pass out.
No.
I should have been like, it's cool, but instead I was like, I also am
I
going to
don't-
roll
I
for a little
don't-
while.
I don't like that.
I'm probably going to get out of here for about 30, 45
Is he
seconds.
fine now?
I honestly don't. I mean, yeah, he was fine.
Okay.
I think he ended up helping liberate the Iraqi people who did 9/11.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he ended up being okay.
Okay.
I don't know him anymore, but
Okay.
But it was like the police were investigating.
Oh,
it was a whole
fuck.
thing. Yeah.
And you're like, I still have the teeth.
Yeah.
Have you
I was like,
ever got
I've
stitches?
not seen a thing. Oh yeah, lots of stitches.
Do you have stitches?
Yeah.
And you didn't faint when you saw that?
No. I've
the hell
gotten a
did you
lot. I got stitches in my hand from falling. Most of these are falls. Stitches in my hand from falling. Stitches in my head from the same fall. Staples in my head from a different fall.
Walking and falling? Falling?
No, bike fall.
Okay.
Bike fall was staples in the head. This was running in like the White Cliffs of Dover, which are beautiful if you can see it. I was running them and I fell and was like, I'll go to the hospital. hand, knee. And then on the 4th of July, when I went hiking, well, I woke up, I was dating a woman at the time, and her bed, she had like one of those janky bed frames, and I kicked my toes on that. And I
that
was
corner?
Yeah,
That
and I was
fucking stupid metal corner?
Yeah, and I was taking a piss, and it was like bleeding, but I was going to go hiking with my buddy, Jake, not Jack, Jake. And so I was like, fuck it. So I like kind of, wrapped it up, and then we were hiking, and I told him, and he was like, that's probably a bad idea. And then when I took my boot off after the hike, I had like Kurt Schilling sock. And so it was just like red.
Fuck.
And then on the 4th of July, I went to the doctor who was like the rapid care, and they were like closing, and they had to do 2 sets of stitches, which I'd never heard. One was like the deep set, and then like the surface set.
Ew. So how fucking far did you get in there?
It was bad.
What toe?
That was
Big
actually
toe?
between big toe and next toe.
Between the toes?
Between.
A splitty split.
Between. So I split it further. Yeah, backstage.
Oh, I don't like that.
And so I split it, and that was
my
one.
God.
That was one where I got to look at that, and I was like, I'm actually a little lightheaded over that one.
Oh, that's
and
not
that's on
good.
me. Yeah,
I don't like that.
It was bad.
Fuck.
But there's even more.
Stitches from the pig bite?
Pig bite. Pig bite.
I'm
was
sorry.
no stitches.
What?
Pig bite.
What do you mean pig bite? You've been bitten by a fuck. Okay, we have to end on this, but what the fuck?
Aaron, thank you first of all for the ollie.
You forgot you got bit by a fucking pig.
There's been a lot. So
We talked about my DMs for too long. I'm upset now.
Listen, you got a pig bite from him.
What the fuck?
That's what we call it.
What the hell's a pig
I
bite?
left my phone in the car.
Get to
So
the
I
pig
was in Seattle doing shows, and we got to fucking shoot
Loose
content
pigs.
because this is a
Yes.
nightmare we're living in. And so I my buddy was like, oh, my friend has a farm, you can go there and shoot some stuff. So I shot some stuff with a horse. I actually thought about it when you talked about how Bronger talked about the lip, because
Yeah.
I was like, with this horse, I had this horse eat like apple out of my mouth.
That's how the girls got lost her lips.
Yeah, I kept mine, thankfully.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah,
Amen.
but it would be a different show now.
Yeah,
I'd be
yeah.
like, I actually have one main story. You'd be like, oh boy, I
Yeah,
can't.
your lips. Where are they?
I'd be like, can I have a little more water? I'm parching up over here again. Hey, can I get a little more water? The lips are so important to salivating. So I go to this pig farm, and they have a bunch of stuff, but there's this pig, and so I'm like shooting stuff with the pig. I'm like, whatever.
What are you shooting with the pig?
I'm banging it. No, I don't remember it. I was feeding the pig. I was just
Okay.
having some fun with the pig, just having
You're
laughs
riffing with the pig.
Pig riffs. And it was like a hairy pig, so it looked like it had LA looks like hair gel. So I was having fun.
Okay.
But there's a lot of feeding the pig, and which I believe is a euphemism for that thing. So I'm like feeding the pig, and I just push it one feed too far, and the pig, with no animus, the pig, its tooth goes into my hand. I can't remember where. It was right here. I don't know if
Tell me there's a pig tooth mark in your hand.
there should be.
Oh my
There really
God.
should be.
How is okay? Tooth goes
You
in.
could sort of see it lightly there.
I don't know. What I'm
Right
looking at.
there.
Okay. Okay, I can see something there.
So
yes.
I recoil because I'm like, what the fuck? A pig bit me. So I'm like, what the fuck? And it's one of those things. This has happened to me a number of times in my life where I'm like, I hope nobody knows. I'd love to, but I'm like right away like, eh. And it just is deep enough where I'm like, that's like, is that bone? That might be, and it just starts gushing. And so I'm like,
And the pig's licking his lips.
yeah, and the pig was like, yeah. And the pig started eating me. And then so I'm like, fuck. So then I go to a rapid care. That's a real theme in my life. I go to the rapid care.
What's the farmer saying? Yeah, the pig bites. Nothing.
I've never heard of this. This
Okay.
has never happened.
Okay.
Never heard of it happening.
Okay.
They're looking at me like, what an idiot
What did
comedian.
you do? You fingered the pig. You
Yeah,
did
like
something
a
bad.
dumb. I feel like I'm embarrassed. I'm so sorry. I'm
Also,
like,
when a pig's like, that's too much food, that's a problem.
yeah, right. When the pig's like, buddy,
Whoa.
I'm a pig.
I'm a pig.
Slow down.
Yeah, relax.
Yeah, relax, asshole. Yeah, good lord. And so then I go to the rapid care, and I have shows that night, so I'm kind of like, well, give me the little whoop, whoop, let's move. And the guy's
Yeah.
like, let me tell you a little something about animal-borne viruses. And he's like, this is super serious. He's like, if this went in the bone, he's like, that's a whole other thing. It hadn't. But then I was on antibiotics, and then
Did it
when
get
I
infected?
flew, well, no, because I got on stuff right away. But when I
Okay.
flew the next day, I swear to God, it looked like a pig hoof. It blew up. Like I was like, will I be Pigman? Like I was expecting, like, yeah, like I'm on the plane, like,
Oh my God.
and so it fucking blew up for like, I went to a rapid care the next day too, because I was like, ma'am, this
you
is,
don't have insurance?
I did have
Okay,
insurance.
okay.
I think I just Rapid Care to me. I'm like, they're there.
They'll do it. They know pig bites
It's
well.
not Rapid. It's not Care. I love it. So I'm like, so it hoofed out, and then you know, she's like, it should be okay, and then a couple days later, it like went down. But I was on heavy antibiotics.
Did you still do your show that night?
I did 2 shows that night, and
You
I
must talk about the pig bite the whole time.
Oh, I mean, I was like,
The whole set's the pig bite.
yeah, but it was one of those things too where people are like, all right, you got any material? And I'm like, but the pig.
I'm not gonna lie. I've never even seen a pig's tooth before.
Yeah, they got him.
He was wearing your friend's teeth.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh my God. He's like, I'm going to pressure feed him.
Yeah, I was like, oh, you son of a bitch. Jesus.
He's doing my bit.
It's my bit.
He's doing my bit.
The pig bit me and bit my
God. I want to keep going, but we can't.
No,
Aaron
no.
has to go take his family out of the city.
bit. No, I know, Aaron, there's an emergency and you're taking your family out of the city.
Thank you for doing
Thank
this. It was so
you.
fun.
Yeah,
Where can
you're
everyone
the
find
best.
you? What the heck?
At Reynolds Gareth on social media. My website's GarethReynolds.com. I'm traveling all over the
see
UK
'em.
and Australia in November. I have a new podcast called Here to Help with my buddy Jake Johnson.
Jack
You
Johnson.
can listen to that wherever Jack Johnson's on it. The Dollop with my buddy Dave Anthony, and The Pastimes is my other podcast with Dave Anthony.
Wow.
But Here to Help just came out, so that's why I'm telling people to go
We love it.
listen to that.
Go listen to it. Go follow him. He's hilarious.
Yep.
Don't get bit by another pig.
No,
please.
do, and then fly.
And then fly. Get some cortisone.
When pigs fly, I was finally.
Oh my God.
I sat to the person
were.
next to me. It
You
was
were.
lost on
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
you know, pigs are finally flying. He was like,
He's
sir,
like-
shut the fuck
he's
up.
like, please leave me alone.
Yeah, he's like, you bit my hand.
And then you got like duct tape down to the seat.
yeah.
This guy thinks he's a pig. Thank you for listening to Steph Infection. Go follow him for God's sakes. Send in your body stories. Don't get bitten by a pig. Bye.